We deserve this. Yeah. We deserve it. Yeah.
I'm living my best life, I ain't gon' lie to you. Called on my people, said go to Vegas, I'ma fly to you. I've been feeling some type of way the last couple years, so I need my niggas here, period. We finna cheers, listen. Yeah, everybody grinding, all them touching, baby. Yeah, none of them's a hater, prayer keeps them favored. Balance, they all got their ways, but they don't. They stuck with me for life, and I promise you they know.
Hey, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy Ja, founder of Voice of the Streets podcast. I want to give a very special shout out to my co-hosts, Diverse and Dakota Sloan. Be sure you guys go check out the Voice of the Streets podcast on social media at Twitter, Clubhouse, Instagram, Apple, Google, and Spotify. Thank you.
Stop until I'm finished.
You finally have a vacation.
Hey, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy Ja, founder of Voice of the Streets, man. Who I got with me, man?
Boy, Diverse in the building. It was a little bit off right there. It's all good.
It's all
we
good,
gonna,
man.
We gonna run it back though. You feel me? Try it one more time. One more time.
Hey, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy Ja, man.
And it's your boy Diverse. You feel me? Shout out to Coda's Lolo. You feel me? That's the whole third voice of the streets. And
God.
in the middle of us, we got who though?
Mac Milly, you know. If you
Mac
don't know,
Milly.
now you know.
Oh,
Now you know though. You feel me?
You can catch her out on her two. She got two videos that she dropped with Nef The Pharaoh,
Yes,
Voice of the
sir.
Voiceless, and what was that other one called?
My life.
There it is. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
yes,
Go run
yes.
that up. Go run it up.
Everywhere.
Run it up,
But
run it up.
let's start it off with who are you and what are you about?
Yes, sir. My name is Mac Milly, and what I'm about is, I don't know how to describe it. I guess I'm for the, for my people. I'm all about self-preservation and just not, putting in work and not being lazy.
I dig it.
Going
I dig it.
crazy.
Oh God.
So, speak on some of the things that you involved in. We already know you're an artist for sure, but what else is you involved in?
I'm involved with our I have a nonprofit organization called Evolving Generation, where we service the community in various ways, like outreach programs, tutoring programs, and working on having a consistent scholarship program. Working on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
To try to motivate the kids. I don't want to. It would make what I'm trying to make it a little different is I don't want them to wait till like they in their senior year in high school. I want them to see like when they in 7th grade.
Yeah.
Here this scholarship.
Mold them while they still able to be molded type height. Cause I ain't shoot by 12th grade. Boy, by 10th grade, I was outside.
You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
I was out the
But
way.
then it wasn't nothing you could really tell me.
Man, it was a different me. I'll tell you that much.
I wish I had Coach Carter.
Right, right. Somebody, man. God damn. Yeah. But
real.
yeah. So can you explain to us? Some people might not know about the head wrap that you're wearing. Can you explain to us what that is and what it signifies? Your
yes,
belief
sir.
system and stuff like that.
Yeah, so this is a hijab, and because I'm Muslim, I'm in the Nation of Islam, and really we believe in,
Scoot
that.
up a little bit.
Oh yeah, my bad. So this is the hijab, and really we believe in the woman being really sacred and everything about her. So like your hair is adornment, your body and things like that. So it's not that it's like where you're a slave and you're oppressed or something like that. No, it's just you ain't, I ain't for everybody. I ain't for the streets and everybody, they ain't for everybody. So it's like, your husband, whatever you do with your husband, that's different.
Right.
But it's like,
She said she is not the third city girl.
I'm not. I'm for surely ain't. I ain't for everybody.
Right.
That's dope. When you
But I
Not
don't-
easily digestible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I don't. It ain't no disrespect to anybody who doesn't, but this is the reason why I don't, because I realized when I came into the knowledge of self, through the teaching of Elijah Muhammad that spoke through Minister Farrakhan, that the woman is the second self of God. So if we're the second self of God, what does that mean? We have the ability to give birth to a God, and not only just us, the men do too in different ways.
Right.
But it's like the woman's womb is so sacred, and a lot of people don't know that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of things again, no shade to nobody, but there's a lot of things, a lot of propaganda, a lot of stuff that's going out there, and it just, makes women look like an object, and it's not that. Women are, like, again, like I said, the woman is, like, very valuable. Even Elijah Muhammad said 75% of the work is with the woman. Because you teach a man, you teach an individual, you teach a woman, you teach a nation. So
You know what's crazy?
Important.
Like 90% of the men out there want a woman with a mindset like you.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie, they gonna press like on the IG model
but-
shit. You feel me?
But
now,
but can they handle it though?
no,
Exactly. That's it.
I was just about to say that.
They don't even know the real name. They don't know about the womb of creation. You know what I'm saying? They don't know about all
I ain't
that.
gonna lie.
you know?
I don't think everybody can, like he said, can handle it, because some people would think you just putting on a facade, like, that's just her in the public. Let me talk to her on the phone by herself, and they like, loosen up. This is me.
Right.
Like, this is me. Like, I don't know what you thought. Like, some people be hoping that you pick it up on Sunday and drop it on Monday. This is me. Like,
Exactly.
this is my whole lifestyle.
It's just intimidation, man.
Yeah,
You feel me? And what's so crazy is the intimidation all comes from you just simply having a purpose with your life.
Right.
You feel
And
me?
another motherfucker not knowing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They
Right,
don't know.
I was about to say, who wouldn't want it?
You'll be surprised.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I know. But I'm
Yeah.
saying, like, that's how you know if a man, I would like to say, not to try to speak for men, but I feel like that's how you know if a man's secure in his manhood. Because what man would not want a woman who's not strong?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Exactly.
she might potentially be the mother of your children.
Yeah. She gotta be your spine.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
gotta hold you
She
down.
gotta be your spine.
She
For
gotta
sure.
hold the house
For
down.
sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That type of thing. But
Yeah.
some people, when they're not secure in their manhood, they can't handle a strong woman. Like, even being in
Yeah.
the studio, it's two other strong black women in here, and you gotta be, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
You know, like, but you gotta be, obviously, the brothers are you yourself, you know what I mean? That obviously securing them, you know what I mean? That's the only way you can have a strong woman.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And most people, and I just want to clarify too, when I say strong woman, I'm talking to the video world out there. When I say strong woman, I don't mean being out of pocket, yelling at the man, trying to make him look less than what he is, because you got to understand what a real man is. A real man is not about to let you talk to him any kind of way. First of all, that ain't a man. So you gonna know if you step to a man out of pocket, not saying he gonna put his hands on you, but you expect him to check you. You
Right,
feel me?
for sure.
If you gotta actually want a real man, and you gotta also know what independent means. You're making stuff move without relying on nobody. That doesn't mean that you don't need a man, because that positive. That feminine and masculine energy, it's meant to come together. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here.
Exactly.
It take a man and a woman,
Right.
you know what I mean, to make you know what I mean. So it's just like, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
that type of thing.
You go, girl.
You know?
Let the world know.
right.
I'm just saying.
I just
though.
felt like I had to say that, because some people be like, they be thinking like, oh yeah, I'm independent. Okay, you can be independent, but don't say that you don't need.
Yeah,
no
you
man.
hear every
Right,
topic
yeah.
that's really out there in the world, like just like how you said, you feel me? Women take the word independent and they kind of twist it into their own way. When it's like, nah, like that's what we want for sure. Just like y'all want an independent man, y'all ain't trying to be raising no kid. You feel me? None of that. But how about we take that energy and just match it
Exactly,
together?
put
You
it
feel me?
together.
Go
Balance.
up with it.
Balance,
You feel
you
me?
know
And
what I'm
that's
saying?
where the whole thing comes in as far as building together. And all of that, but I mean, I don't know if the audience be ready for that kind of talk. You feel me?
no,
We be
you
talking
know,
too much
we're
real.
real intellectuals.
Oh God.
This is why, I mean, not to get so deep, I guess it's the activist side coming out, but this is the reason why they don't want, they meaning the enemy, and I think we already know who that is, the
Right.
so-called powers that be. That's why they don't want us to come together, because this is two men right here and a woman, and they ain't calling me no B, they ain't calling me no H's, they are respecting me, and this is what they're saying, oh, black men don't respect. Last time I checked, when I came up in here, I was treated with respect. You know what I mean? By all the men.
You
that's
want a
in
water?
here.
We got snacks.
Exactly. We got snacks. We got water. We got chips. All
know what I
that.
mean?
Like, I was treated with respect.
Yep.
And like, when we come together, we talk about the situation, like how you talked about,
Yeah.
how we were talking about. But that's what makes everybody stronger. Spark the brain. They don't want that. So division, you know what I mean, is.
It's always something that they always have it out to divide us. You know what I'm saying? Like, no diss to women at all. You know what I'm saying? But when I look, like Verse was saying, earlier, you know, it's hard to see where the leader's at. So when I'm looking at the women and stuff like that, it's like, okay, yeah, the men got Farrakhan. That can be like our one solid guy. But then, like, when it's come down to the women, who's really leading, like, the pack? You feel what I'm saying? Like, who's really standing up for that?
Shaka Khan needs to come out.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
just saying
saying
right now, where you at, baby?
I can tell you who I look up
Yeah,
to.
you know what I mean?
Elaine Brown. Elaine Brown, that's the one, that's the chairwoman of the Black Panther Party. You know, she wasn't just what they would say, Huey P. Newton girl. Like, she was actually in it, and she's still doing work to this day.
Yeah,
You
she's
know
still
what I mean?
pushing.
Still pushing, still going hard. That's a woman that I can actually say that's speaking up for the women.
Much
But-
respect.
And see, that's why I probably thought I was playing, but Shaka Khan was a Black Panther
Yeah,
also.
she was a Black
Exactly.
Panther.
No, for
She like
She was a
skip the
Black
music, bro. She really out here.
there, yeah,
like,
yeah.
For sure,
If you
bro.
look on my page, I got her on. I got Shaka Khan on my page, and I
Yeah.
literally said that, you know, she was part of Black Panther. She was a part of the whole, you know, free lunch, all that. Like, she was really in there. Shout out to Shaka
Oh, well,
Khan.
I ain't even gonna say
Shout
that.
out to the Black Panthers,
She was
too.
ready. You feel me?
Stupid.
It's all good though, you know. Yeah, shout out to
woman,
Black
too.
Panthers for real, man. That's one
Founded
thing right
in
there.
Oakland, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they said,
Exactly.
the Breakfast Club, the Breakfast program was
Program.
meaning that they was giving out free breakfast to kids before school. You know what I'm saying? Something that I feel like, you know, we missing nowadays. You know what I mean? They try to do so much to eradicate it, but there's a lot of kids out here without that food, without that, you know, that morning
Man.
start, you know what I'm saying? Without the activities, the community work. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? Go to school, COVID happened, everybody in the house, you know what I'm saying? And they really know community like that, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's just it's a trip, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't
Just
gonna
look
lie,
at
the
it.
hoods is they still outside.
Yeah.
You feel me? They gonna do their thing with that
All the
how
time.
how was it growing up for you in Oakland?
Woo. I would say that it made me who I am. It was tough though, because I would say being a young lady, a black young lady at that, in this white man world, it was crazy, because it's like they planted the inferiority seed up in everybody, which made a lot of people like hate themselves. So you see, you got you too dark, or you this, or just all kind of just crazy stuff, and then just dealing with that part, and then you know you going home. They shooting, and I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it was so normalized.
Yeah.
I didn't really think nothing to it until like later on. I moved out of the hood.
When you realize it wasn't normal.
Right.
Yeah, wait, no,
That you
it
see in
felt
the
normal
world.
to me. Like, I seen dead bodies, I seen, you know, blood from shootouts, and I just like, dang, that welcome rug ain't got no get back. They gotta throw it away.
Seeing all that.
Like,
what
I wasn't
kept you
thinking
going?
about the person, you know. It
Yeah.
was just, unfortunately, just normalized. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Seeing all that, what kept you? Well, I guess you probably kind of answered it, that it was normalized. I was gonna say seeing all those type of things, what kept you going. You feel me? But I feel like you kind of just said, like, in order, you gotta kind of trick yourself. Like how they say in jail, you gotta go crazy to stay sane. or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah,
yeah.
not for
To
real.
fit into that environment. Yeah.
I had to get used to the gunshots, so I wasn't jumping or nothing. Or, you know what I mean? It wasn't just every other night or no New Year's. It was every night. It was to the point where I wasn't getting on the ground. I wasn't getting on the floor. This is every night. What I'm gonna do? Get out of my sleep and get on the floor? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, and then like, you know, just seeing people, you know. See, the thing for me, I can tell you why I'm sober. Why I ain't never got high. I know no disrespect. I mean, no shade to anybody getting high, but being in the hood, I seen the messed up part. You know, most people see the fun part. I
Every
seen
type of high.
I
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
the
yeah.
ODs. I seen people have
Come down.
Yeah, I seen people having seizures. I seen
Yeah.
you know people over. So
Yeah.
Trying to
that
kick
made-
it and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That made me not even. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't even want no weed. I'm
Yeah.
good. Like that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but again, it does something to you. Like it would, you know, it really made me be appreciative to keep it silent. Like
Yeah.
coming from the struggle where we sitting up here got one bowl of noodles, and we all sharing that bowl of, that one bowl of noodles. You know what I mean? And it make me be like, you know, just appreciate the little things. That's why, like, you know, I mean, not, again, no shade. Anybody like jewelry, that's fine. I mean, I think jewelry is cool, but that's why I don't care. Like, I don't have no jewelry because I really don't care. I came from nothing. I ain't
Yeah.
never had no jewelry.
Yeah.
So it don't mean nothing to me to not have it. Like,
Right.
you know, like whoever my future husband to be, he buy me a ring. I mean,
You said that's gonna be about it right there.
you know,
Right,
It sounded like you rich with a lot of morals. You feel me?
praise be to
You
Allah.
rich with a
All
lot of
praise
morals.
be to Allah.
I mean, that's the real riches right there, for sure, for sure. Like, material ain't nothing, but when you rich in
Dang.
morals, when you keep, you feel me, like, when you keep what you grew up with, that's everything right there. You feel me? Because there's a lot of people going crazy, and I mean, we see a lot of people at the top that ain't happy at all.
Yeah.
You feel me? They done did a lot of things that they basically done sold their soul to get to the top.
Yep.
You feel me? That's kind of the only way you could get there. But meanwhile, it's kids in Africa running around free. You feel me?
But
Having fun.
I'm gonna tell you about me. I feel like other people might not agree with me, but I feel like I'm making it because I'm on the Voice of the Streets. I got my book right here. And you know what I mean? I feel like nobody can tell me that I can't do nothing now. I can't, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I didn't have to sleep with nobody. I didn't have to do none of that to get to where I'm at. And some people might not look at it as big. This is a black-owned
Right.
you feel
Podcast,
me? Podcast, you know what I mean? Exactly, all that. Like, people got to understand, we got to embrace each other. We can't wait to, I bet you, if somebody, like, a white man got involved with this, then everybody going to love it. Like, no, like, see it for the greatness it is. Like, it's great.
See, like,
appreciate it.
I hear you speak, like, I feel like it'd be more than a white man. It's a white mentality.
Yeah, there you go.
Like,
exactly.
for sure, because that mentality, boy, it's something else. You feel me? Because with that being, like, I mean, we on the platform right now, so we got to be all the way real. You feel me? It's white dudes, brother, that I'm the coolest with for sure, and they know they lane and everything. But it could also be a black person. You feel me? That could have a white mentality and just want to knock me down.
Right.
What I do to you? Hold on.
Exactly.
Like, ain't we the
Right.
That's
It's the mentality. They not confident with themselves. They don't really know themselves.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I felt like a white man helped Harriet Tubman get free too. You feel me? It had to be a white man at one of them houses.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like
Right.
come in real quick. You know,
It's
a mentality.
Had to
thing,
pull some
man.
strings. You know what I'm saying?
It's a mentality thing at the end of the day.
Yeah. So one more thing I wanted to touch on too. With your nonprofit organization, do you do events? Do you do like community get-togethers? Do you do like food drives, stuff like that? Like what?
Definitely.
You know?
I do. So far, I do like the as far as the outreach part, like you know, going around different encampments and feeding the homeless and stuff like that. But like, it's in the works. It's like in the pregnant stage of like the fundraiser thing that I got coming up or whatever. I'm trying to get more people involved because I mean originally I was like I'm just doing a fundraiser, but I really want to turn it into a youth summit. So I'm trying to get a solid panelist, you know, that not just like I like this person, but somebody that the children are influenced by. And also I don't of course adults gonna be there, but I want a whole bunch of the youth. I don't want the adults to be trying to take over. Like I want the kids to be like, you know, feel free to talk and ask whatever they want to ask and
To be open, enjoy themselves.
Everything. Don't even trip off the parent. You know, the adults being. I really want to get down to it because the reason why I want the youth summit is not just for somebody to look good on stage, but we can hear. I want to hear what the problem is from out their mouth and take notes and see what I can do to bring forth solutions to them. And help them, and then help bridge the gap.
So let's go to the artist side. What even got you into music in the first place?
Really just kind of like the part of me loving to write, but also I didn't always know how to deal with anger and frustration, and I always want to fight. Like if somebody made me mad,
What's your record?
Mad,
What's your record?
No. I'm like Floyd Mayweather, and I was like,
She said, I've changed.
It was just like, you know, and then it was like, you know, I got told by one of my teachers, like, you know, to channel that in a different way, like with writing, and then, you know, that went from writing to, you know, this can be a song. Hold on right quick. Like that type of thing. And then I noticed how music, the frequency from music made me, the tempos of different beats and stuff made me feel. It was like real therapy for real. So it just went up from there.
Yeah. And that's dope. So you did poetry first. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I did. I started with poetry, and then I realized there wasn't no difference between poetry and rap.
See, I used to always tell my partners that too, because I went to Oakland School of Arts, and basically in there, you had to audition to get up in there. You feel me? So it could be for music, for theater, for dancing, for acting, for whatever, right? But I'll be telling like my poetry partners, I'm like, Just hop on a song with me. You rhyming. They like, no, I don't rap. Yes, you do. Like, just say it faster.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta really be comfortable with yourself and confident.
For sure.
And
So,
your ability.
What was that point for you when you got your confidence? Like within the music?
I think it was before a show. It was just really just being around other people who rap. And then just like, people freestyling and, jumping in. And then, people like, oh, she gassing. And I'm like, all right.
I was gonna say she was in the ciphers and everything.
Yeah.
You know how it be like, you be in the hood, somebody's smoking or something, they up there, everybody want to rap, want to start freestyling to a beat or something like that. And then just going in because most people be, I ain't saying everybody like this, but a lot of people be underestimating females and they be thinking that, So.
At what point did you know that you was like talking your talk? Like, at what point did you know you had that real message behind that could feed the world?
I think really, that's a good question. I know, like, after I think it was like my first. Was that my second show? It was like my first and second show was with the Jacket and Nipsey Hussle. And it was I didn't know I was going to like open. Like I knew Jacket was gonna be there, but I didn't know like I was gonna go on before. And then it was like the fact that I'm rapping, and then next I look over, I see Jacket. I'm like,
you gotta show out.
Yeah, so I'm like, I gotta go crazy. And then after the show, and then just talking and trying to get advice, and he was just giving me. I could tell he wasn't trying to gas me up. He was like telling me I'm going crazy, and I'm just like, cause I'm like, I want to get a feature. This the Jacket, like it's a legend. He was like, nah, you don't need me. Like, like basically let me know like I got it, and I just I didn't get cocky with that or nothing. I just took it and like, okay, well, if I want anybody else to believe in me, I gotta believe in me first. So it just, I think more to answer your question, more when I start coming into the knowledge of self and then self-love, start loving myself more, then it really was just like
it really hit.
Yeah, I started trusting myself more.
Yeah. Cause it's like how you say it's manifestation. It's all within your mind. You feel me? Like what you really believe. That's what reeks off your aura. You feel me? That's what the type of energy you receive. Also,
what keeps Mac Philly going?
Oh man, just waking up and seeing another day. Yeah. I feel like, to me, I treat every day like, have you ever seen that movie called Groundhog Day?
Yeah.
I treat every day, I don't care what I accomplished yesterday, that was yesterday. Today is a whole new day, and I get back, and I act like for instance, ever since like when I was in kindergarten, I always said I wanted to have my own book. Now I got my own book. I'm working on the second book. I didn't stop at that.
Okay.
Talk that talk.
It's the first one.
That's my first one right there.
This the first one right here. You feel me? Voice of the voiceless on Voice of the Streets. Yeah. We out here. Yeah.
Say that there.
It just let me see like I can do whatever. I literally can do whatever I put my mind to. Only me. I can only be a hindrance to myself. You know what I mean? Right. So after seeing that, I'm like, oh, I'm a J-Cat if I don't do whatever.
Yeah, if you don't keep going. right.
I'm a J-Cat. Like,
so speak on this a little bit. Just let them know what type of book it is and where they can find it. Is it on Amazon or anything?
Yes, sir. So the name of my book is called The Voice of the Voiceless. It's a book of poetry. It's really even though it's a book of poetry, it's still taking the readers on a journey with me, because every poem had a significant story behind it. Like, it never was like, oh, let me just do a poem today. Like, it was like every hurdle I had to go over, another poem came.
Yeah. So it's all like your life. Yeah. It's all truth.
Right. Yeah, and I felt like I just, wanted to be transparent, because it's like, it could be somebody out there that probably want to do the same thing or just to do something. Yeah. And I feel like if I can inspire anybody, then I'm doing something right. And, I feel like I owe it to not only myself, but everybody else that, that might feel like they don't have a voice. That's exactly why I named it The Voice of the Voiceless. The documentary I got coming out, Voice of the Voiceless. The album I got in the song I did with me and Nef The Pharaoh, Voice of the Voiceless.
That's lit too. I
Oh,
seen the
thank you.
video. For sure.
Go check that out, man. Go check that out.
Where can they find this at though? Like, do they
Barnes
slide in
and
your
Noble.
DM? Barnes and Noble.
Barnes
Barnes
and
and Noble.
Keep going.
Amazon.
Yeah.
And they can slide in the DM if they want to get some, the pre-order.
Oh, she with the pull-ups too.
Right.
Everything.
Just tap
trying
in.
to get it.
Voice of the voiceless, man. It
Depends
was
where
only
they
right
at.
you came right here. Voice
Yeah.
of the, I was just saying.
You know what I
though.
mean?
I'm just saying though. You was like, oh, for real? Okay, lock it in.
Oh God.
Absolutely.
That's what's up. So, production. Do you do your own production? Do you have a set producer or a crew of producers?
I have one producer that I'm working with. I mean, I have different producers. I have one producer that I was previously working with named D. Wayne. He's from Chicago. But the main one that I work with right now is Mac Milly. He from Oakland.
Okay.
He did that. He did the beat for both of those songs that me and Nef did.
Yeah.
And other songs too. He go crazy.
You got to bring it back home one time.
Had to.
I need that town feel.
I had to, because everybody's sounding the same,
Yeah.
dressing the same. I
that.
like that. I don't want to fit in. You know what I mean? I want to be great, but I don't want to fit in.
Yeah. Be great at being you.
Yeah, I just want to be the greatest version of me. I ain't, I'm in this race that is turning, that's essentially a marathon, but it's me against me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that type of thing.
I mean, that's how it gotta be. You feel me? Once people realize that they their own competition, they'll be getting far ahead. You feel
Way
me?
far, because
Like,
you wouldn't even want to look at nobody
You
else.
ain't got no time to hate.
Right.
You feel me? You ain't got no
Yeah.
time to envy. You
You just doing you.
Yeah.
tunnel
You know?
vision.
You're gonna want to see, especially if that's how you know the self-hate is real, because when you love yourself, you look at the people that look like you want to see them win. You know what I mean? I know I do. Like, it hurt me when I go past the encampments and I see homeless people, and you know what I mean? It hurt me when I see someone that feel like, dang, I ain't gonna never get out of this. I want to feel like what can I do to help? My mom used to always say, like, you can't save everybody, but
You could try.
I'm gonna try. Like, you know what I mean? I can't. How can I just sit here and like it's people? I don't know. It feel weird.
You sound like Mac Milly, the activist, popping out a little
Oh
bit
yeah.
now. You feel me? Just
get me.
I was
on
just
that,
gonna
man.
say, touch on that. Touch
Yeah.
on what you're doing. I see you got a couple shirts here.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yes sir.
throw
Let us
that
know
up
about
one
that.
time. You feel me? Let me
Yeah,
see. I'll take this one too.
Yes sir.
Huh.
This
Ready?
one right here. This is my nonprofit organization called Evolving Generation, dedicated to serving the community.
Go
Doing
crazy.
tutoring for the children, college tours, outreach program. We go to various encampments and feed the homeless, things like that. And then that shirt right there, that's Justice for Pierre Russian. That's a gentleman one of the gentlemen that I'm championing for. He was wrongfully convicted of a crime that he did not commit, and he's been incarcerated for over 10 years with no physical evidence, and they have things in the evidence locker that they can swap for DNA, and they will not do that. So we, that's why we had the rally that we had, to raise awareness to Pierre Russian case and Jason Walton's case, and also the corruption in the judicial system as a whole.
That's crazy right there. I mean, so have you reached out to any news about both of those cases?
Definitely.
Like, what's the steps that you taking to make sure that case be known?
First of all, I had to do the same groundwork like an attorney, transcripts, every court papers, and really getting down to it and checking articles and penal codes and seeing, making sure like what's being, if they follow this and I mean, when we get down to the Pierre case, you don't even Pierre and Jason case, you don't even got to go deep into it. Just the Article 11, which states, I think almost everybody know this one, but Article 11 states that you're innocent until proven guilty, and the prosecution has the burden of coming forth with compelling evidence.
Yeah.
That means fingerprints, the murder weapon, not he said I did it or she said. You know what I mean? That's that ain't compelling evidence. But
that's hearsay.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
You got a man
Exactly.
sitting in jail for 15
hearsay.
years and 10 years. You know what I mean? And that's why I was just telling somebody it's no difference between the George Floyd case. In this case, only difference is, Pierre and Jason still got a post, but they still took their life, took 10, 15 years out of their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that need to be exposed. And then also like Andre Robertson, you know, he was, you know, a victim of gun violence, but, you know, the case is still unsolved. I mean, what's going on? You know, it's on all angles of this judicial system. It's all messed up. So that's exactly why I'm doing my apprenticeship, so I can be an attorney. I mean, I can still be an activist and be an attorney. So.
And see, I was just going to ask you what type of position was you going to take as far as to, because, you know, we as black people, we got to take some type of place of power in order to make a change, you know. And but like you just said, you working to be an attorney, right? What about, okay, Train, I see you, Amtrak. Dang.
What time it is.
Yeah, for real though. They rocking with us right now. Talk that talk. No, but what about getting into the like the city council in a way? Would you be for that?
I would have to do more research on it, you know, because from what I know, I mean, no shade to nobody that's in the city council.
Yeah.
But
but you ain't even gotta say it. But that's the reason why I just thought that you should get in it.
I think, I'm gonna definitely do research on that, and I know how it could be powerful, just like how people in Congress are powerful. There's the people that pass the laws and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, some people are like, what about the law? It's not the lawmakers, it's the people that's supposed to implement them, and, you know, like the judges and the DAs and all that stuff. Like, you know.
So while we still on this subject, let's speak on this rally. I know you spoke on it in past tense, but y'all let's just throw it up out there. You feel me? Like, so the rally is on or was on July 15th. Since it's gonna be dropping the day after July 16th, Friday. It's all good, but just speak on what you plan on having there or what was there. You feel me? Like,
yeah, plan on having Alicia, which is Nia Wilson's mother, there speaking. Savante Clark, which is Stefan Clark, brother.
Mr. Brody Pharaoh.
Yes, sir. And Latanya Robinson, which is Andre Robinson's mother, who he was a victim of gun violence. And, you know, everybody coming together and really just not only just exposing this judicial system, but also trying to, you know, let people know, like you said earlier, the accountability. Like, we can't just sit here and we see what's going on, but then go run to the same people that is oppressing us. Like, we got to stand up our own self, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then also, it ain't enough to say Black Lives Matter if black people killing each other, that type of thing. So that's what this is, because this rally is not a cookie cutter, you know, rally. That's exactly why I named it like a justice rally, because we ain't just only going to be talking about the wrongful convictions, you know, we're going to be talking about all of that. Just in the beginning, and then we gonna, you know, march down to the DA office. Then it ain't no more talking after that. You know, this is what democracy looks like. No justice, no peace, all that. We gotta talk to our people first. You know, we ain't gonna talk to each other for the enemy. We gonna, you know, we gonna talk to each other. You know, this family business. And if they so happen to be there, you know, then we might, you know, yell something. You know?
Right.
But you know,
I ain't gonna lie, I just thought of a bar. Like, we gotta come together as just us to get justice.
Right. There it is. There it is.
Bars. You know, I'm just saying though.
Where they could get that album at, Verse? Where they get the album at, man? The album.
Oh, the album?
Yeah, yours. Where they get that?
I'm a rapper now. All right. Yeah. Diversity.
From,
you feel me? That's out right now. You can go get a lot of game, like I just said. You feel me? Go cop that on Spotify. You feel me? Anything but Apple and iTunes. It's all good. I got y'all. You feel me? But it's on everything else. Tidal, Deezer. You feel me? Spotify. Y'all go cop that. It's some real game up in there. But back to the podcast.
Run that up, man. Yeah. But I say that though because, like I said, you know, both of you guys are very conscious individuals, but then your music is conscious as well. So you know what I mean, like that. That's dope. That's dope that you guys are able to, you know, you're doing your thing with the movement and you know working with the attorney to help out. And you know, Verse, he does his thing with, you know, he got. And I let him talk on him. He
just that dude do on his. My you know end, what I mean? Like I mean, I do fundraisers. I for sure like I rock for foster kids. You feel me? Of course, that can't be videoed or none of that like that. You feel me? And I don't plan on displaying that at all because that's just something that you're doing for the people. But I'm out here. You feel me? I do what I can. You feel me? I set up. I go feed the homeless for no apparent reason out of nowhere. You feel me? Like me and my clique around me, not even just music or my business squad. Like we do that just as regular human beings coming from where we come from. You feel me? We finna go do this, and it's just not a display. So what I'm speaking on, of course, y'all ain't seen it, but your boy be out here in the streets, like for sure.
Lead
Every hood, I'm good.
Leave that. So let's talk a little bit more about the book. So I wanted to ask you like kind of what inspired you to make the book, you know, as far as poetry and not like stories or, you know, science fiction or something like that.
It's so like I'm a reader, like how Nef was talking about when he was talking to y'all, like you know how I got him heck of books and stuff like that. Like that's just like I love reading, and what really inspired me was reading.
Hold on. Run that back. You the one that got him the books? Remember when he said that? Oh, that's lit. He was like, man, I was so happy.
I got him. It was more than one occasion. Like the birthday on 2017, I got a message to the black man. This one book called Subtitle Art of Not Giving a F word. And then the other book I got. And then on this last birthday, I got him the Art Award, 48 Laws of Power, Mastery, you know, book, and the Dope Era book from Mr. Fab.
That's the Stanley Cox one.
Hey, that's dope though. For your birthday, here goes some knowledge.
That's lit.
Yeah, it was a few books,
right?
And some sage too. Like I got some sage.
Yeah, my bad. I'm back onto the subject though. Why you became an author and not science fiction? You feel me writing this? My bad.
Yeah, but like, it was inspired because like I was inspired because like I'm looking at, you know, you got people like Langston Hughes and Maya Angelou, and like, you know, I'm like, man, I want to do that, and it's like I had so much in me. I'm like, I might as well just, you know, do something with it. Right. And you know, I don't know. I was one time, really, it was Lauryn Hill. I guess I can say it was definitely Maya Angelou, but Lauryn Hill, she had this interview when she was speaking, and she was, you know, talking about being the voice of the voiceless. And I'm very visual, and I just seen it. Like, I seen, like.
You seen the message.
Yeah, I just seen it, and I'm like, I gotta do it.
Yeah.
And it just went from there. I didn't have no idea that a lot of God was gonna give me the endurance and strength to see everything through. Yeah. To bring it in, because it was just a thought, like, and then that thought turned into words, words turned into flesh, and then
reality.
Oh God, I be telling my folks all the time, like with the podcast and stuff, like it was written it down and what I wanted to do and goals, and then a phone. It started from a phone, and then me and Verse and Lauren linked up, and then we got a studio, and then this and the third, and then now we here, you know. So yeah.
Like, man, it feel like it's to the point where we had to sit back and look like, bruh,
like damn.
Yeah. See, I'm
hold
on.
Yeah, being here. We're gonna get that up out the way. It's a knack.
Yeah. Got all that negative energy out of here.
Yeah.
For real though.
Yeah, it's
okay, so with some of the accolades within this music that you've accomplished, so you already kind of just try to throw out that you did a show with Nipsey and the Jacka. You did that so nonchalant.
Oh yeah,
what's some other things that you done knocked out? You feel me? Like, just break it down to us a little bit.
What was that again?
Like your resume.
Oh, okay. So I did a show with Earth the Jerk, and I'll never forget that, Shady Nate, and you know, I'm from the hood, so doing a show with Shady Nate,
it's like the celebrities
and stuff like that.
In our world,
man, that go crazy. Shady, he go crazy. That's another person who motivated me to rap too, because it's like you from the hood, you see somebody like that going crazy, and I don't never remember Shady ever giving up. He's still going hard right now.
Facts.
Like, so when I look at a person like him and Jay Stalin, and you know, stuff like that, you know, it just make me want to keep going. But I had I think the show that just, I had a few shows, but the main one that stood out to me was the one with Jack.
Yeah,
Jack and Nipsey. But it's crazy because when that show happened, nobody didn't even, they was looking at me like I was weird. Like, why you so happy about him for? Because this was 08. Didn't nobody really know who Nipsey was.
Right.
But me, and they like, what you, this light-skinned dude that looked like Snoop, like, what you so happy for? I'm like, dude,
that was like
crazy.
right when he did that song with YG, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot what the song was called, but that was like right when he came out though, as far as to the world, or the LA type.
And then you know when you do shows with people that's headlining like them, you know you gotta pay something. I was like, man, I don't even care.
Right.
Like I'm doing a show with them.
I need that exposure.
I don't care.
Right.
You know,
right.
like
Right.
you know, I'm trying to, you know.
So what? That was in the Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was lit. I know everybody showed up for you, for sure. And even if they didn't shoot you, girl, you for sure got a crowd off top. So
I start seeing people later on that, you know.
I'm gonna hit you with a question, right?
Oh, all right, I'm ready. I think I'm ready for it.
You think you ready? Or you ready?
I'm ready for it.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
I need 16 bars.
Oh.
You still ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, for real? All right,
Let's go.
I was just playing. Let's go ahead.
Let's do it.
What's up? From whatever. You want me to beat on my chest? I got you. What's up?
All right.
For real?
On any subject, anything?
Anything.
Might be
Anything.
some cuss words,
It's
but
a
I ain't
voice of the
finna-
streets. Speak your mind.
It's a voice of the streets.
Alright.
Like you said, speak your mind.
Alright. My niggas savages on a mission, we tryna get it. Heavy hitters in our blood, scraping money by the tons. Bloodhounds for the money, tryna fill that empty tummies. My niggas play with drummies, banana clips without the monkey. Getting money is our motto, savage life is what we follow. Stay playing with them hollows and with the movement, don't bother. You can't stop us, we busting rounds to the empty gun, folks stop us.
Hey.
Ooh.
And I say this cause I mean this and I mean this, some real shit, you can feel this and keep y'all
Hey.
whole block lit. I do this for my niggas in the struggle. My niggas holding bottles, my niggas stacks just trying to bubble.
Yeah.
Keep oops on the block, got boppers on deck. Keep the choppers in their house.
You got that live. That was it.
So, okay, I see you.
Say
Man,
that.
it's certified. Mac Milly just gave you 11 of them. You feel me? Like 11 bullets for that. I'm just saying,
Hey,
I was gonna split some of that new stuff, but I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna have to wait for the new.
while we got a
Shout it
chance,
out,
let me
man.
go ahead and shout out to Shea Butter, man. Shout out Steve, man. This is Shea Butter right here. It's called
Yes, sir.
Shea May. All natural shea butter, made with all natural ingredients. Shea butter, coconut oil,
Ain't never go
almond
wrong with shea
oil,
butter.
essential oils, blend and a blend of natural oils. Y'all make sure to
But
go
look at
check
the
that out.
detail. Hold on, wait.
And it's made in Oakland, California, man. It's made in the
They gotta look at the
hometown.
detail, how he
Hometown
got it
hero.
covered
Support
like
him.
that, though.
Simply.
Support your hometown heroes,
And
guys.
it smell good too.
Let me get a little bit. I'm a little ashy.
Ooh, it feels good.
I'm a little ashy.
See, we putting it on right now. It's creamy too. It ain't all hot.
Yeah,
That's
So
that. You feel me? It
That's
smell
that,
real
right.
good too. Shay Nay. Get that ASAP
Get
though.
that.
You feel where? IG? IG?
Oh, yeah, it's on the ground with.
Yeah. Shay
Come on.
Nay.
Come on,
Fame
Fame
Media.
Media LLC. Go tap
for
in.
your Shea Butter B.
It smell good too.
Real.
I like the detail because usually, like, I have plenty of shea butter, but look how it's done though. Like,
Right.
when you open it, it's like sealed still.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
That thing.
Like that's
It's
that,
creamy.
That's
That's
that you
real
and
creamy.
only you.
Right.
yeah. Like don't touch my stuff. People think they gonna kind of get in a little scoop. Actually,
Look, I ain't even asked you no more. Y'all see that? No more.
ain't really blowing though.
Thank God.
He's
Oh
back.
God.
Hey, I'm still rubbing on it.
I'm weak. So, let's
go
see.
crazy.
Let's get into some of the videos that you got out right now.
yeah.
Just speak on a couple of those and what you got coming out next.
My favorite, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I like both of the new videos that I had out. Both of them is with Nef. One is called My Life, and the other one is called The Voice of the Voiceless. I really, I like both of them, but my favorite one is The Voice of the Voiceless because it was a lot of emotion that went through it. Cause like literally when I was recording the song, all I can see was them running up in Breonna Taylor house. Like all I can see was this man on George Floyd, and you know, me having loved ones that actually was killed by the police.
Yeah.
Like, all that flashed before my eyes. So it was like, it wasn't even like I was trying to be on I'm a conscious rapper. I just had to tell the truth. Like, you know, expose it for what it is. And also let people know that you ain't got to, I mean, people be looking at, I mean, I don't know. I just want to reiterate that rap is an art. Because some people just do it for clout. Some people can't. I'm sorry. Some people can't rap. And I'm tired of it.
It is what it is. Some people, they can't rap because they don't got no real experience. You know what I'm saying? They don't really be going through anything, you know.
And
like,
then some people, you know, they don't have the passion behind it. They want to just do it for, you know, clout. And I don't, you know, I ain't, hey, do what you do. Yeah. I ain't knocking nobody, but I just want to let people know that rap is an art, just like R&B is an art, and you know paintings and all that.
Dancing,
exactly.
poetry.
It's all an art.
See, I don't like that label as far as the conscious artist, because like you said, it's just the real truth. Yeah. And the only thing is that people ain't. They not ready for that truth.
Yeah, I don't like when people. So it's I agree with you. I don't like
is it a bad thing that I'm woke? Is it a bad thing that I speak on what I really see?
Right,
you
feel
me?
And been through.
And then when you say, and then when you start saying like conscious rap, I feel like you put people in a box.
Right.
Exactly.
I feel like you don't know how I feel.
Yeah.
I might want to talk about something else. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it to where people can feel it and learn something, because I learned that. I also learned too. I ain't gonna lie. When you do songs and stuff like that, you're exchanging energy with other people. So you have to be responsible. You know, you gotta say. Yeah, you gotta hold yourself accountable for what you say and things like that. So you know, but it's like, you know, I don't want to make you know, like Pac said, I don't want to put myself on no pedestal. You know what I mean? You know, like he said, I get around for the, you know, whoop, and then I made Dear Mama for my mama and my sister, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, but you know, for the most part, I will be you know, be watching like what I say in songs, because me being obviously because of his job but I'm Muslim, you know, and I'm with the Nation of Islam, and you know, when I do something, people don't look at me as an individual. They be like, oh, the Nation of Islam and Mr. Farrakhan, you know what I mean?
Don't even give you a chance, really.
And I gotta protect Mr. Farrakhan at all costs, because I'm the beneficiary of his work. You know, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even be standing where I'm at right now.
That's respect right there.
Hey, no cap, Farrakhan be speaking some game. I just had to make sure to say that. He be talking that talk for real.
On whatever level you on. You feel me? Oh, let me break it down to you like this, brother.
And he make it so plain, like you know what I mean?
Now see.
And he been doing it for years though. Going crazy. He you know, he's one of those guys that's like, you know, that's like our Martin Luther King nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a leader of our people. You feel me? So shout out to Farrakhan for sure.
You know what, man? We need more leaders in this world. Not even like him, just more leaders like theyself. More leaders that could move the movement. Yeah, you feel me?
Fearless.
Honestly, like right now, I'm kind of spooked. Like, who is our leaders?
See,
other than Farrakhan left, you feel me?
That's a good question.
He damn near the only person, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King that I know of. That's a leader.
But you know what? That's a good question, because you said who is the leader?
Yeah.
You gotta look in that mirror. You gotta be that change that you want to see.
That's for sure.
You can be that leader. You know what I mean? On everything, it's nothing that's stopping you from being that, because the same thing that Farrakhan got, you got that same thing. I was talking about the teachings of Elijah Muhammad, that us being original people, we are the maker, the owner, cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe.
God body.
You know what I mean? So that means it's already us. We just gotta tap into who we are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's big facts.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was my grandmother. She said a baby is born with the knowledge of the universe. You know what I'm saying? But just being in the world and, you know, all this stuff that we basically dumb down the kids. You know what I'm saying? We dumb down ourselves.
That's
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Because if you think about it, when a baby is born and the mother latch the baby like this, you ain't gotta direct the baby. The baby gonna know where to go to get the milk. Like you said, the baby was born with
all of it.
We're born righteous, and we just shaped in iniquity. That's all that is.
Yeah.
Exactly to what you just said, bro. Like, think of it like this, right? When you was a little kid, somebody said something to you that just did not make sense. It was like in the
right.
like trying to get you to conform to something. You
right.
know?
I remember
1 + 1 is 2.
You remember?
What the hell you talking about 3 for?
I remember I was a little kid. It was
we
in the
bad
playground.
You feel me?
And like it was like I was probably like 3rd grade, 2nd grade. And I remember it was like the cool kids or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I got friends over there, so let me go hang out with my friends. It was like, oh man, you got a cuss to come hang out with us. I'm like, what the hell? We 1st, 2nd grade. Like, I'm like, man, y'all niggas tripping. I ain't been do none of that. Like, y'all tripping. We in the 2nd grade. What are y'all talking about? But just to be cool, you know, I'm supposed to conform to what y'all want me to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell no, I ain't trying to do that to fit in.
Which actually brings me to my book, my other book that's coming out, our children's book. See? Right
Boom.
on,
See? Do your thing.
right on topic. The children's book that I'm coming out with, I don't want to, without giving it up too much, it's called Little Boy Blue. And I can just give you the concept of what it's about. It's like basically, you know, he identified with being called blue. He thought he was blue. You know, he seen everybody else and he just like, you know, he just identified with that. And then he later on found out, like, not only are you not blue, but that's not your name. You know what I mean? That's not who you are. And, like, basically I'm trying to let the children know that little voice in their head, listen to it, that it's okay. I want them to be okay with having an opinion because, not on purpose, but a lot of parents end up being tyrants to their children. And it's like, you know, they don't even get a like I said, just redirecting, and like, they don't even get a chance to even be who they are. Like, children don't even know. You ain't got to wait till you 18 to have your own business. Like, it's the school called Muhammad University. You know, we got kids that's graduating and going to college at 14 years old. We got people that's doing for self at 10 years old. Like, you can literally, at 5, have your own business. It's just a matter of, like, I'll give you an example. Like, instead of parents saying, like, spending $1,500 on a birthday party,
$1,500 to start a business
or something. Yeah, why don't you buy your child an ice cream tray? Why don't you buy them something they can, you know, generate wealth? And if they decide they don't want to do that, they want to do something else, that's fine. But
Teach
they
can
get their own money. You know, they don't have to.
And self-sustain,
Yeah, so that book is really is channeling that. Like, I'm putting that in because, you know, a child's brain is a sponge, so they can take I want them to take that in. I don't want them to be looking at talking frogs and stuff. I mean, no disrespect. Yeah. But I want them to see the reality and be like, hey, like, this kid thought this, but this is really this.
Right. See, that's crazy because like when I was a kid, and even I still do this to this day, right? Like, when I was a kid, I went through a hell of a lot, right? So my whole thing was just to keep my imagination no matter what. My imagination felt like gold to me because I could make things happen. I could create, you feel me, and put it out.
It's like you can control the world without even moving. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But see, as you get older, you go through so much bullshit. You feel me, that you kind of lose that imagination. You lose that thing that you had. You feel me? Like me, I used to dance. I lost. Well, I ain't gonna say I lost it.
You still got your
get with it, but now you feel me. My bones is like, all right, bruh. You feel me? No bone breaking for you, brother. Right. But what I'm saying is, I may have lost that part, but I still got my music. I still got everything, and it's a real struggle to keep your imagination as you grow older. You feel me? So I say that to all y'all stories that y'all just said about that. You feel me? That's how I like could be like, yeah, I'm with y'all on that. Like, for sure, man. God. So kids out there, man, keep your imagination no matter what you go through. You feel me? If you got a goal, if you got a hobby, whatever it is that you love doing, you feel me? Stick to that at all times. And when you're going through the roughest of times, just go to that hobby, you feel me, or whatever you do.
I kind of want to leave a little side note for the parents too. Like, if you see your kid want to draw and they might draw on the wall, you get mad before you pop them. Why don't you just get some bleach, clean that off, and go to a store and go get them an art kit? You know what I mean? Invest in them, and instead of just wanting to. I'm not saying I'm down on anybody that whoop their children, but I'm just saying, like, be more involved, have more patience.
Put some paper on the wall. Tack some paper up on the wall as high as that can go. You feel me? Just let them draw at it. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I still draw on the wall even if I had a canvas.
Hey.
For sure. Nah, but yeah, be more in tune. Be more in tune. You feel me? Parents, be parents. Teach your kids how to live. Don't just depend on the school. You feel me? Because they have the shit they teaching up in there ain't really true, man. But
That's facts.
It's shit is real.
Out of all the school I didn't have to go through and endure and all that time, they didn't teach me nothing about no credit. They didn't teach me nothing about really things I need to do in my life.
When you get out of, that's why when everybody get out of school, they don't know what to do besides college, because that's all they heard was college. But they don't know what to do in college or how to even get their major or like
they don't even have the ability to
how to even apply to the right major. So now they just in college, just financial aid. That's all I came here for. Type shit. You feel me? Like have a plan.
Exactly.
Have a plan.
Go to trade school. You ain't got to go to college. Go to trade school.
Really don't. That's just like for me, because we in California. So me being, all I have to do is my apprenticeship and pass this bar. I don't have to go to law school. You know.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
for sure, man. I feel like that led up to the last question, man. You want
to? Yeah. So one question that we always ask all of our guests, for the longest, what's one piece of game or a few gems?
No, just one piece.
Just one piece. Then that you can give to the youth, to the kids out there. You know what I'm saying? To that next generation.
No dream is too big or too small. Don't look for nobody for validation but the creator. Like, even if it seemed crazy or far-fetched, just go for it. Just do it. Shoot for the stars. Don't let nobody say no. Tell you no. No is a cuss word.
Facts. Or can't is a cuss word too.
Another little sidebar, little gem. In the African language, there's no negative words in like their native tongue. There's no negative words. There's no. There's no I can't. There's no none of that. There's no none of that in our original language. So keep that out of your cerebellum.
All of that. Know about that for real.
This little game, y'all.
Let them know where they can find you at on all social media platforms, all the music and everything. Where can they reach you at, Miss Lady?
My music for right now, you guys could look on, find me on YouTube. My artist name is Mac Milly. On Instagram is real_Mac Milly, real_MACMILLY. And then I don't know if anybody's still on Facebook, but Facebook is Mac Milly, MACMILLY. And Twitter. And Twitter is official Mac Milly.
Yeah.
And then these Mac books, let us know where we get these books from, the shirts, everything.
The books, it's gonna be in Barnes and Noble, Amazon, and y'all can DM me if y'all want to. I am with the pull up.
The pull ups.
I'm with all that. And then with the shirts, y'all can these shirts Justice for Pierre Russian. Y'all can DM me on that. And the same thing for my other shirts, for the evolving generation, portions of the proceeds goes back to the community for outreach program and for helping out the youth with future programs and things like that. So I'm trying to be that change that I want to see. That's
you feel me? Hey, like Nef said, manifestation rule the nation.
On everything.
Hey,
feel me?
Like, I swear.
What's that other thing? Like Pac said, you spark that one generation, you can change the future. You know what I'm saying?
On everything.
So,
that's big facts.
On that note, man, go ahead, verse.
Voice of the streets, Mac Milly, your boy Ja. Shout out to Dakota's Lolo, and we out.
Peace.
What's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy Ja, founder of Voice of the Streets podcast. I want to give a very special shout out to my co-hosts, Diverse and Dakota's Lauren. Be sure you guys go check out the Voice of the Streets podcast on social media at Twitter, Clubhouse, Instagram, Apple, Google, and Spotify. Thank you.
Stop until I'm finished.
If I only have a vacation.